Hello and welcome to Greg's Channel 1. I'm Greg and this is Channel 1. Now welcome back to the Disney playlist. This is where I will be reviewing the Disney movies from number 1 to number 55, going in chronological order. This is the 12th installment of this playlist, and I'm joined with their reviews by Copper and Todd from The Fox and the Hound. They will be there with me as I go on this quest to encounter our next Disney princess. This is only the second Disney princess that we will have encountered. Seeing as Snow White was number 1, we have not encountered one since. If you know what is coming, then you know that this film that we are talking about is Cinderella. Now Cinderella is our second Disney princess. I'll give you a bit of information before we dive into my review, as I always do. Rotten Tomatoes scored it a 97% freshness score. Pretty good. IMDb scored it a 7.3. Still pretty good. It was released in 1950 and it's an hour and 12 minutes long. Now, let the reviewing begin. So let's break it down into what I liked. So the opening for the story was pretty neat. I like the way that they open the film up. It starts with a storybook, kind of like my notebook. And it just kind of opens up to the opening page. And kind of is like, this is the story of Cinderella. And it took us in there. The narration at the start was fantastic. I loved that narration. It was beautifully done, and it really kind of encapsulated what we were meant to feel with this story. I love the introduction to Lucifer the cat. The evil bad cat. He's just there sauntering around like, yeah, look at me. I'm a cat. Yeah. Everybody wants to be a cat. That's for another video further down the line. But we'll continue with where we are right now. So, sorry about that. Something popped up on the screen, I had to knock it down. So we'll continue. Lucifer is a douche canoe. Really, really not a nice cat. Picks on Bruno the poor dog. Meanie. Such a meanie. Absolute mean cat. He's one of the antagonists, so it makes sense. So, let's continue. The music and tension is used pretty nice. I do like the soundtrack, and I like how simple yet beautiful the artistry work for it is. I think the artwork is pretty neatly done, and I kind of miss seeing all the nice, sweet hand-drawn, and you can tell it's been drawn in watercolored and that kind of stuff. It looks gorgeous. But nowadays it's all in the CGI, etc. So, now one thing I did notice, something a bit about me. I currently work at a restaurant, so one of the skills that we have to learn there is 3-plate. So carrying 3 plates away. The way Cinderella does it, I kind of wish I could do that at work. It would be awesome if I could just go 1, 2, 1 on my head and walk around and be able to spin around and dance like she does. Can't do that though. That is just way... That's pro level. That's like super pro level. Thought that was pretty neat. I did quite like that. The film really, because obviously it's a Disney movie, it really hammers home the Tremaine family are not nice people. Lady Tremaine's mean, Drizella's mean, Anastasia's mean. You're not to like these people, and makes you absolutely dislike them. One thing, the mouse song I thought was sweet. The mouse song is really, really sweet, where the mice are just singing about how they're going to fix the dress, they're going to do everything happy to make things really, really nice for Cinderella, because she wants to go to the ball. Because everyone else is going and she wants to go as well. And, the mice are like, oh, we'll sing a happy song, we're going to make the dress, happy days, la da 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 da. They put all that work in, whilst also highlighting Gus, the newest mouse to the group, teaming up with the other mice, and having to face Lucifer. And I must say, pretty neat little fight. Or at least their first mini encounter, real big encounter with them. Them trying to get the beads in the sash. That was a pretty neat little, where they're having to work together so much just to make sure that Lucifer doesn't get them and has a nice little dinner. Although that is one of the cons, is that I was more interested in the mice versus Lucifer than the main character. I really didn't care for Cinderella. Although, there are a couple of moments when I do. One of them is coming right up. After all the hard work that the mice have done and the animals have done to make this lovely, lovely dress for Cinderella, she shows it off, and her stepsisters and her stepmother ruin it. They just ruin the dress. And that seems quite brutal because, it's just the aggression from the sisters. Where they're just like, that's mine, that's mine, that's mine. And they're just tearing it apart purely because they don't want her to upstage them because she looks pretty neat. I mean, ouch. And so I felt a little bit of... I actually was interested in Cinderella because oh, bless her. She just wants to go to the ball and look pretty. Damn, women are mean. Builds it up quite well where they... To be honest, I think the best bit is when the fairy godmother shows up. I think she's probably the best part of the film. Shows up, bibbidi-bobbidi-boo, and happy days. Everything's fixed, everything's made perfect for her, and off to the ball she goes. She meets the prince, clock strikes 12, she runs away! Run away! Run away! Because of the magic. Does her thing, gets back, and then... What I like about Lady Tremaine, though, is that she's an intelligent villain. She's an intelligent antagonist for Cinderella. Drizella and Anastasia are stupid. Lady Tremaine is not, and she knows the moment she hears Cinderella sing it and the fact that Cinderella is so happy, she realises Cinderella was the girl. Takes the key and locks her in her room. Therefore, nothing Cinderella can do to stop her. This is where I think one of my favourite moments is, though. Lucifer one side, the animal army the other side, and they go to war. And obviously the animals win thanks to Bruno. Bruno comes to save the day, but does he kill Lucifer? Did they just kill a cat? I mean, he was on his... On the... thing in the window, and the dog, Bruno, jumps up at him, and he falls, and you could see that he's actually falling backwards, and obviously he's a bit overweight. He's not going to land on his feet. Yeah, that's a thought for you. Lucifer's killed. They killed a cat. Bad Disney. Lady Tremaine's reaction is perfect, though, in the build-up where, the slipper is broken, and there's that wicked smile, and then Cinderella goes, I've got the other one. And it's just, oh, no, this cannot happen. But it does. And we get our happy ending. Nothing else left to say about the film. I enjoyed the film. There's a lot of things that I like in there that I would rewatch again. Hello, Todd. Get back on your seat. Stay there. The video's nearly finished. And, it gives you the happy buzz feeling. Everything seems to go well at the end. And it's a nice film. There are scenes that I would want to watch again just for those scenes. Not necessarily for the entire story, but for those particular scenes. Like the animals versus Lucifer, Gus and the other mouse, whose name I can't remember because I don't even know if he's ever mentioned by his name. Those two working together against Lucifer. Anything with those in, or the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo song. Anyway, I rate that on my scale of 1 to 5, as you know. I rate that a solid 3.9, nearly a 4. Had I cared a bit more about Cinderella for a bit longer than the little moments that I got, could have been a 4. Or maybe a 4.1. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this review, and the reviewing is done. So, if you enjoyed the video, click subscribe, leave a comment in the section below, click the like button, notification bell, all that stuff. Anyway, see you later, guys. The next film that will be coming up will be Alice in Wonderland. So join me on that journey to the Wonderland. Good night.